Buongiorno, amici. I'm not gonna lie, Italy ruined me, and it ruined its other woman's. It's not funny. Let me tell you what happened. So I was in Italy recently with my girlfriend. We were walking along the coast, and we decided to sit down near this outdoor gym. And then we heard over there in the sidewalk. My girlfriend saw it, I didn't. So I turned around. There's this woman on the ground. I'm like, oh shit, is she okay? And there's this other woman already next to her. I thought they were together with how quickly she came up to her, but no. And then I was like, oh shit, should I go over there? And then I saw a bunch of other people going. I'm like, I don't speak Italian. And there's like a whole fucking 5 people going. So I'm just gonna sit over here and watch from afar. So we were there just sitting near the outdoor gym, looking over there every so often. And there's a growing group of people just supporting this woman. I guess she was still on the ground and she didn't look like she was in pain because she was moving a little bit, just talking to people. After a bit, we decided to walk to our Airbnb and we walked past her and I realized something that made a lot of sense. We were able to see this woman on the ground. She was not in pain. She was just on the ground for some reason. I noticed a couple things. She was overweight and she spoke perfect English. Oh, she's American. Okay, of course. So not to be a total asshole, but basically this woman who I thought this was a little Italian woman just fell over. No, it was a middle-aged fat American woman who just toppled over. It's too fat or weak to get up off the ground. She's just chilling, talking to these people, wondering how she is, but she's fine. She's just on the ground, too heavy to get up. And the ambulance had to come about 40 minutes later. And after we walked by and I heard her speak English and I realized she was American, I turned to my girlfriend and said, this is why you need to exercise so that when you're 40 years old or however old she was, you don't need an ambulance to come and pick you up. Jesus Christ. Anyway, I hope she's all good. I fear for her medical bills. So that shit's going to be fucking wild. God bless America, right? Anyway, how Italy ruined me. Physically, it ruined me in a way. So Italian food is my favorite food. I don't know what it is. Italy they understand my taste buds. So when I was over there, it was just constant, just fucking oral jizzing. Just, oh my God, this is fucking amazing, everything. I was not disappointed with anything over there, anything. It was all amazing. I loved it. It was awesome. But I knew this would happen. So before I went to Italy, I lost a few pounds in anticipation of this happening. And yes, when I came back from Italy, I looked at the scale and it was 10 pounds heavier than before. I only spent 2 weeks in Italy and it was like 10 pounds. I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, I guess, yeah. Thinking back to all the food. Yeah, I guess. But then the next day I looked on the scale, it was like 8 pounds actually. And then it was like, the next 2 days later, it was like 6-ish. So I was like, yeah, maybe 6 pounds I gained over there, which is coincidentally about the same amount of weight that I lost before going to Italy. So I kind of came back to zero. So my planning paid off. Awesome. That's one of the things people don't get about vacations and off time. You can plan for it. When Thanksgiving comes, you don't need to fuck your life up. You can plan for it beforehand, afterwards, during. You can plan. It's way better to be the man with the plan than the bitch with the bitching and whatever. So the food was good. It's great. Filled me up. Probably way too much. For exercise over there, didn't quite ruin me. I still got my exercise in, but not as much because I'm too busy walking around the streets of Florence and Rome and stuff like that. So that's exercise. I know normally I say walking is not really enough. It literally is. It's lower impact than what I'm used to. I'm on vacation. Let me exercise a different way. Fuck off. What did ruin me was the weather. There was about days out of the 13, 14 that were full of rain. So what I wanted to do was in our Airbnb, we had this space that had some AstroTurf. So basically you can exercise outside. And I was so hyped. I'm like, yo, I'm going to do fucking handstands. I'm going to do all this kind of shit in the back. It was thunderstorming almost the whole time we were at that place. And man, it takes a long time for AstroTurf to dry up. That kind of sucked. I did go out there and exercise, though. I got my hands and feet and butt wet. It worked. There was this outdoor gym that I mentioned earlier, about a quarter mile from the place as well. So that was really cool. I got to work out there as well. So Italy adjusted my schedule for exercising, but it didn't quite ruin me in that way. One way it did ruin me is that I probably have lung cancer now because it looks like every single Italian on the planet smokes, like a lot. all the time, everywhere. That sucked. I didn't like that at all. Thankfully the food was so good that it healed the lung cancers I was there, I'm hoping, because I inhaled a lot of smoke, man. A lot of secondhand smoke. They even have high-tech vapes over there. They look really weird. If Apple made vapes. I saw ads for it everywhere. I'm like, whoa, what's that little cool device? And looking deeper into it, oh, it's a futuristic vape. But what the fuck? Anyway, besides the lung cancer, I want to tell you, the food is so much better than America's. It's absurd. I know that's no shit, right? But I went to Japan last year. I went to Italy this year. The common theme is that I go over there and everything tastes so much better. Even the same foods that I eat in America, I eat over there in a different country and they just taste so much better. Now, why is this? Obviously, a couple of reasons. The ingredients are way fresher. We were staying near the water in Italy too. The seafood was just like, mamma mia. It was fucking incredible. For Japan, same thing. I think island nations are pretty healthy maybe. I don't know. Something in the water. Besides the freshness, American food is just chemicaled up. And not because they just want to make everyone all chemmed up. It's because doing that is cheaper and you can make more food faster. Enjoy the chemicals, kids. I swear, even just basic little cherry tomatoes, lettuce over there is wow. I'm a weirdo and I don't like avocados because I don't think they have flavor. Most people think I'm fucking stupid. My tongue doesn't work or something. I'm like, hey, it doesn't really have that much flavor for the kind of texture it has. I'm like, it's not very good. But in Italy, I taste the avocado. I'm like, oh, I taste something. Wow, that's interesting. In Italy, that was a common theme. Every single food I had, I could taste every single ingredient in the food. Whereas when I came back to America, I had an airport salad and I'm like, this is moist cardboard. Fuck. God damn it. Same thing, we came back home, got some cherry tomatoes from Whole Foods. Apparently one of the best places you can get food for the average American. Cost a whole fuck ton, but it's supposed to be real good. Those cherry tomatoes had about 20% of the flavor that they had in Italy. I'm like, what the fuck are Americans living with? Fuck. You live like this? It just made me upset. When I went to Japan before, I'm thinking, yeah, Japanese food is really good. Came back to America, it was trash. I'm like, yeah, Japan's good. But nah, man, it's just every single developed country is just better than the US in terms of food. The ingredients are fresher, the food is less fucked with. So you can actually taste things and they're better for you. I'm okay with tomatoes in general, but by themselves, the tomatoes are whatever. They're not in Italy. They have flavor over there, just so you know. Everything that you think is in America, they have flavor everywhere else, just to let you know. If you've never been outside the US, your tongue is missing out. It's so fucking sad. What Americans have to eat. They just have to eat shit with no flavor, and that gives them fucking cancer. So when I say Italy ruined me, it's kind of like built into the other knowledge I have. It just makes it very clear. Americans are they're just not having fun. In terms of nutrition, Americans are just not having fun. And in Italy too, with the walking, all the walking people do, you would think with how fucking incredible the Italian food is that everyone would be fat as hell. You see some fat people here and there, but honestly, there aren't that many. There aren't that many fat people over there. Not here. Because they walk all the damn time. The food is so good, it's filling and you feel okay. You don't feel like you want to die after you eat something. In fact, that was the wildest thing. Come back from Italy, I land in America, and instantly I'm like, oh wow, those people are round. They're waddling. This isn't good. I don't know. It just made me see how sickly America is in general. It's just the way the country treats everyone here. Sucks. So yeah, man, I can't wait for all the people in the comments saying all the negatives of Italy. No shit, every country has negatives. I just want to say, America's got a lot of negatives, man. For a developed country, this is kind of ghetto. Oh, I will say, Naples is ghetto as fuck. It felt like the Bronx. I felt like I was right back in New York in a park in the Bronx. Naples is ghetto as shit. Graffiti everywhere, dirtiness everywhere. People selling shit on the... That wasn't fun. I'm sure there are nice parts of Naples. I didn't see any of them. Food was good though, of course. Okay, if you talk shit about the food in Italy, you are an Omega hater. Legitimately. Anyway, didn't get fat in Italy. Didn't get fat, still fit, still all Gucci, because I planned it out. Check the links in the description if you want some help being fit and not fat and shit like that. Some helpful stuff there. Oh, by the way, I actually heard someone in real life say, Mamma mia. So on the phone, someone's like, Mamma mia, que mede. I'm like, what? Bro, they say this shit? That's amazing. That's awesome. But they said it more in anger. Oh my God, Mamma mia. Not, oh, Mamma mia, so good. Maybe they say that, I don't know. I only heard it in anger, so. Anyway, if you like Italian food, subscribe. If you love McDonald's, bye-bye.